house and that you're all here. There's just nothing else I can say without sounding more stupid than usual. So, welcome you guys. Molly Lewis and the Doubleclicks are going to play some freaking okay music. It's really freaking adequate music. I don't want to set the expectations too high. But it's going to be really adequate. Okay. Anyway.
So we don't have delusions of adequacy.
Delusions of adequacy. Okay.
That's my next fantasy.
Yes. Right up there with what would choke by tidbits or something. Anyway,
It's
thank
my
you.
YouTube cover man.
Yes.
Nice.
So welcome you guys,
And the
and I'm
games
gonna shut up
began.
now because oh my god, musicians. Okay.
Hello, living room full of people. I'm Molly Lewis. And I'm an alcoholic. This is actually, I think, well, I mean, it's not really a stage, it's more of a mantle. But this is the first time I've drunk beer on a thing that resembles a stage. I know. I'm also not wearing shoes, so this is a very relaxed show indeed. So, who's ready to laugh? Well, you're going to have to wait about 4 minutes because my first song is about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. I know. Look, it picks up from there, I promise. It's called Our American Cousin. Well, here we are, Ford's Theater. Wow, this is pretty awesome. I don't know what this play is, but I don't really care. 'Cause, oh my word, I can't believe the president is here. I can't see him, but I know he's sitting up there. When Harper's Weekly runs his picture, I like to keep it, I like to tear it out. But my husband doesn't like it when I do this. Says he only has so much patience, and I might just wear it out. Now the play has started, but my head is somewhere else. The way he freed the slaves or something, that's so dreamy. I wonder what his view is like from way up in that box. If I turn in my seat this way. No, it's probably actually better. This way. He might see me. He'll be like, who's that fetching beauty? And I'll wave and be like, hi. And I'll run off with him and we'll have tons of babies. And we'll live in a log cabin and I'll stay home and brush his hair. And my husband here can... What was that noise? You get it? It kind of binds the whole narrative of this song, so I'm not going to sing it. Spoilers! He's a tyrant and a crook. If you just take a closer look, you can see the lies just dripping from his mouth. He suffocated half the land with his long and bony hand, and he doesn't give a damn about the South. He robbed us all of house and home, and then he left us all alone. It is obvious the deed that must be done. He can't be trusted with the power, and now the clock has struck the hour. I act on the behalf of everyone, and I'll liberate my country, unseat the despot. The old rule will vanish. I will turn the page of history. We'll get a new start. Six Semper Tyrannis. Could you get that for me? Oh, put it on the music stand, please. I don't like this play. All the actors stink and the laughs are cheap. I've been out all day. I just want to eat. I just want to sleep. It's my second term. It's a fragile piece. Hope it stays around. My resolve is firm. I have made this bed. Now I must lie down. My nation's come a long way, and today our many states may stand united. 'Twas a heavy price we had to pay, and I hope our efforts don't go unrequited. Time has not been kind. We lost thousands of boys. I lost 2 of my own. North and South combined in an orgy of violence like none we had known. Such a war was fought, brothers fought against brothers on my command. But was it for naught when the slaves are all free in a more perfect land? My first term went by so fast, and so far I'm thankful for the years I've had. The war is now in the past, and this play really isn't that bad. And now comedy. So as let's say a chaser to that, this next song was written specifically to be a happy song. It was for Masters of Song Fu, and the challenge was write a happy song. And I was like, I got a ukulele, so I have this in the bag, really. As long as I don't write a song about presidential assassinations, it's going to be a happy song. And I had just finished reading Mr. T's biography. His autobiography? Correction, autobiography. And it is called Mr. T by Mr. T. And if you can find yourself a copy, it's probably going to run you like $6. And it is great. My favorite quote from it is in the introduction. He's giving advice to the children who look up to him. And he says, so for the children, my advice to them is this. Be a scientist or a doctor or an astronaut. Because everybody can't be Mr. T. So there's some lesson to be learned in that. I'm not sure what it is. But this song is called I Pity the Fool. I used to get upset over giant paper cuts and math equations. Nothing stuck in my craw more than dogfights and shopping malls and tax evasion and stupid vampire movies and home foreclosure and paparazzis and 50 Shades of Grey and doing my taxes and losing at Yahtzee. But anymore, these things don't seem to bother me. Ever since I started hanging out with Mr. T, he told me to stay out of drugs and drink my milk and treat my mother right. And I pity the fool who disagrees. I disliked Lady Gaga for her wacky costumes and that stupid hair of hers. And it felt like J.K. Rowling conspired to kill off all my favorite characters. I disliked all the people I had to ride with on the commuter bus. If Nancy Grace and I were to meet, I would have kicked her in the uterus. My attitude has had a total overhaul since Mr. T told me how to forgive them all. He said, let the naysayers nay, I don't care what they say. It's all jibber jabber anyway, and I pity the fool who cannot rhyme. He said, I must move on, got to help more kids and got to spread my knowledge. I said, T, please don't go. He said, hold it, kid, you graduated college. He said, you know all that I know, I can't teach you nothing, I swear it's true. Go out and live your life, because there's so much goodness in the world for you. You go watch as Bob Ross paints himself some happy trees, and those happy cows on TV make you happy cheese. And then he dug in his spurs and rode into the sky on that thing from the never-ending story. And I pity the fool who messed with tea. Thank you very much. Far and away, my favorite thing that I learned on my last tour with the Doubleclicks is that the Townsend on ukulele is impossible. Because I mean, ukulele's small, and I have short arms, and I don't know how to do it. But because I don't use a strap on my ukulele, and I kind of just pinch it up against myself when I play, it's possible for me to do this, right? It's like, because it segues into ta-da, like that motion. But at the same time, it's like starting a musical lawnmower. So I think I'm gonna make that my thing. Which is to say, if I see any of you doing it, I'm gonna cut your eyes. And it makes me, I can't write like mopey songs, because they can't end in that motion. Like, I guess I have to write happy songs forever.
Aww.
That was a mix. Thanks, and this next song is fairly rockin'. I think I can end with this motion. This is my obligatory cranky song about a boy. Because as a lady songwriter, I have to have a cranky song about a boy, or they kick me out of the Lady Songwriter Guild. And so I managed to find a loophole, because I didn't really have cranky feelings about boys up to a certain point. But I had this weird week where for like 6 days I had a Wikipedia page. And it said, Molly Lewis is a singer-songwriter from the Pacific Northwest. She plays ukulele, her hair smells good, whatever. And then at the end of the week, it got taken down. And up to that point, I'd been like, oh man, it says that I'm a songwriter, so I must be. Because the internet never lies, apparently. And so when it got taken down, I did the worst possible thing that I could have done in that situation, which was read the articles, like the reasons for deletion, because every page that gets taken down has an itemized list of like, why this does not merit a page. And it was basically their argument was, she doesn't have enough citations, therefore she's not significant as a person. And they had citations for why I was not significant. And it made me feel alive. I was so mad. and so I channeled those feelings into a breakup song, which ostensibly is about a boy. But metaphors, it's not. and it's called It All Makes Sense at the End. When I met you, I thought you were really smart, and even more so when we started going out. It was your intellect that really won my heart. There was just so much stuff you knew so much about. I was hungry for knowledge and I was single. I didn't want to date, really hadn't planned to. But you were cool and you were smart and you were multilingual, and I felt like I could really understand you. But then it went downhill, and we'll never get back to our better days. I'm done, I've had my thrill, and I think we ought to go our separate ways. But it isn't you, it's me. I guess we just weren't meant to be. I thought we were inseparable, I thought you were my friend. But looking back now, it all makes sense at the end. You're sometimes vague, and you're often inconsistent. You've no opinions, you never take a stance. You're so dispassionate, you always sound so distant. And I tell you, you know zilch about romance. And not once did you ever say you love me. You sent no flowers, you never called me honey. And you always talked as if you were above me, and it felt like you were always needing money. Times you generalize, and on better days your tone is condescending. And when we talk books or films, you always find a way to spoil the ending. But it isn't you, it's me. I need someone more scholarly. I thought you had the answers, but your smarts are all pretend, and my attraction only makes sense at the end. You just believe everything you're ever told. You never question, I'm pretty sure you don't fact check. When someone puts ideas into your head, you never blink, you immediately buy it. I won't say that you have no integrity, but I might imply it. don't think that you know either. You have no real facts, your knowledge is all hearsay, and I'm tired of playing all your stupid games. You don't keep pictures of me, and you don't know my birthday. I don't think that you even know my name. You keep tabs on other girls, but I've noticed there's no article for me. You're known by all the world, so I guess I'm just a droplet in the sea. Aww. Very nice. But it isn't you, it's me. I owe you no apology. I know not to judge my company just based upon its looks. I'm too grown up for your articles. It's time that I read books. That's a really nice way to signal that a song is over. Just, how do I work that into the Lincoln song? So it really isn't that bad. Okay. I'm taking layers off. Woo! The only layer left is I need to shave my head, and then I will be a reasonable temperature. So the awe portion of that song is pretty much the closest thing I have to a sing-along at this point. The Doubleclicks, as you'll see, have lots of awesome sing-along parts of their songs. Like, really, they're really good at that, you guys. And I don't, because I'm not good at that. But, so I thought, what song do I know, even if it's not my song, that sort of a nerdy crowd might have heard? And so this is what I came up with. If you know the words, do sing along. You probably know the words, you just don't know what order they come in. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, then Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. I can't hear you. Do you actually know the words? Sort of? Because every time somebody actually sings along, I feel like a Midlander Highlander. Okay, second verse. Here we go. Norway and Sweden, then Iceland and Finland, and Germany, now in one piece. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen's, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, and Denmark, and Spain. You know the rhyming countries, and that's good. Without the rhyming countries, it wouldn't be a song. It would just be a boring list of countries. I mean, the rhyming countries are not more important. Every country is important. All three is the nationalities. Let's go a little faster. Let's see. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, India, then Thailand, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippines, Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, then Borneo, and Vietnam, Chile, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Namibia, Swaziland, Zambia, Kenya, Algeria, Ghana. Alright, last verse. Let's get this up a little bit. Rwanda is over, Malawi, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad, Nigeria, Egypt, Benin, Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, Mali, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea, Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Mauritania, Finland, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Mauritania, then Pennsylvania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Northern Palestine, Trinidad, Southern Sudan. You did a good job, Molly. Cheers to you. Thanks.
Are you wacko or yakko?
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm Dutch.
Yeah.
Because I'm so darn cute. Oh, thanks for agreeing with that. Okay. So this one's a weird one, but you seem like a suitably weird crowd, so I'm gonna Okay, first question. Do we know who Stephen Fry is? Yes? Yes, okay. Even a vague awareness of who he is or what he's done is good enough. We played a show in Sacramento where like 5 people raised their hand after I'd already told the story. And then it was a really awkward 4 minutes. But the thing about Stephen Fry is, I think that he's great. I think he's just the tops. But being a homosexual, he cannot like accidentally sire a child the way that a straight man can. And so unless somebody takes initiative, he's not going to continue to be in the gene pool. And I think this is bad for the species. It's kind of this reverse Darwin Awards thing in my head. And so, I'm young, I'm female, I have a lot of free time. As far as I'm concerned, those are the main criterion for getting pregnant. And so this song is called An Open Letter to Stephen Fry. And it is me offering myself up to this cause that I invented. After I wrote the song, I found out I was not the only one, which is nice. But I was the first one to write a song about it, and I guess that means something. Your heart is promised to a man, and so I have no hope to win it. But consider my proposal, sir, if you can find a minute. I think the future of our species would be better with you in it. I know you have your problems, and maybe I have mine, but you should leave someone to carry on when you have turned to dust and plant your genome in an infant, sir. I think it's only just, and you would need someone to bear this child, a woman you can trust. I'll put my body on the line, Mr. Stephen Fry. I see no reason why you wouldn't think it worthwhile to let me bear your child. You would be amazed what science does these days. So think it over and settle on your seed. I am ideal for this position, which I hope you will not doubt. I've got those childbearing hips you always hear so much about. I have permission from my boyfriend, and he'd maybe help you out. I know it isn't much, but it's what I have to give. I sometimes drink, but I don't smoke, and I eat all my leafy greens. I'll try to go to bed much earlier and get all my vaccines, and I'll put headphones on my belly, and I'll cut back on caffeine. I'll hang an iPad in the crib. Mr. Stephen Fry, I see no reason why you wouldn't want someday maybe to let me have your baby. And I'm in my prime, so you've got loads of time. So when you're ready, send along your seed. You deserve to reproduce, and I was built to procreate. I hope my womb can be of use, so think it over, I can wait. And one day, if you're sure of it, then I could be your surrogate, please. Oh, Stephen Fry, I hope you'll tell me why you wouldn't think it's bewildering to let me bear your children. I adore you, dear. I come before you here to be the only woman you will ever need. And my fertility is nearly guaranteed, 'cause I have all the tools that you require to breed. So send along your seed. I set out to write the creepiest platonic love song, and I think I succeeded. So, funny story. I posted that song about 2 years ago onto my YouTube channel in sort of video song form. And then about a week after that, I got an email from some people at Harvard who were at the humanist chaplaincy. And they said, hey, we heard your Stephen Fry song. We're really into it. We're big Stephen Fry fans here. We think he's great. By the way, we're having him over next week, So if you could somehow get yourself to Cambridge, we don't have the funds to bring you here, but if you can do it yourself, we could totally put you in front of Stephen Fry and you could play the song for him and it would be awesome. And so I would approximate my reaction was, but in Twitter form. And so I was I couldn't say what it was until I had the funding to go do it, but I was like, hey, there's a thing where I can sing a song in front of people, and can I please borrow money from the internet to make this happen? And through the kindness of my blog readership and Twitter followers and just strangers on the internet, I was able to go sing to Stephen Fry's face in front of a sold-out crowd at Harvard University, so that he had to be nice. And he smells really good. He gave this really nice speech about humanism, and he said no. Which is to be expected, really. But it is my understanding that I am the first in line. And so if a song counts as a verbal contract, then I am in trouble. If Stephen Fry's minions come to my door with a briefcase and a speculum and say, it's time, I don't know what I'm going to do. Other than write a song about it. So yeah, there's that. I can put this ukulele down now. Bye. You'll see him later. Okay. So now I'm gonna play a song on my fancy ukulele. Ooh, oh my God, it's so pretty. I don't know why I'm doing the Jim Gaffigan style voice of the audience thing. That's no good. So this song is I've written 3 songs about living people, and this is the first one, I guess, that I wrote. And it's about, I don't know if you remember, but in 2007 there was an astronaut named Lisa Nowak who, she was in this friends with Benny's relationship with this other astronaut named Bill O'Flynn. And it's my understanding that Bill O'Flynn did not see things this way. And so he started a relationship with another astronaut, with a lady in the Air Force named Colleen Shipman. And to put it lightly, Lisa Nowak did not take the news well. And she was the darling of the 24-hour news cycle for a good month there because she did a non-stop road trip from Houston to Orlando to confront this woman and tell her to back off her man, I guess. And she did it and she had adult diapers in the car, among many other amazing things. And so through sort of misinterpretation, the media said that she was an astronaut driving across the country wearing diapers. And since I've written this song, I found out they were not the Penn's brand of diapers, as I name in the song, but they were in fact not even commercial grade diapers. Which is to say, they are the diapers that astronauts wear as they're being blasted out of the atmosphere, and the gravity of our Earth is pushing the poop out of them forcibly. So these are professional grade diapers, people. It's just the layers keep. I mean, don't think about layers when we're talking about but I found it so fascinating because this is she's an astronaut, right? She's actually been in space. She's a robotics engineer. She's a type A person, very technical, brilliant, analytical mind. And when she snaps, it's clear there's a plan from the list of stuff in her car. We don't know what that plan is, but it seems very focused, whatever it is. And I found that so compelling. And so I had this song idea before I even realized I could write songs. I just went, Jonathan Colt needs to get on the stick with this one. And then went, oh, I could write that song. And so this is what came out. It's called Road Trip. I thought he was my partner, less than lovers, but more than friends. He said it wouldn't last, but like the cosmos, I don't think it ends. They say he's going steady with some woman that I don't know. I've never met this person, but I think that I should go and say hello. I wish that he'd step back and weigh his options for what they're worth. She may be smart and pretty, oh, but our love has orbited the earth. I will not let her take my place. I'm in a new kind of space race, but I don't tell my parents, and I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing, and I pull up my Depends, and then I drive. It's time for a road trip. I printed out these letters that he sent her, and stuff like that. I've written these directions to her house, so we might have a little chat. I'll take this airsoft pistol, should she make threats against my life. A wig and pepper spray and this 8-inch Gerber folding knife. I will not let my man pursue her. Now she will get what's coming to her, but I don't tell my parents, and I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing, and I pull on my Depends, and then I drive. It's time for a road trip. She's just a captain in the Air Force. She's never been in outer space. I guess I'll have to go remind her that I'm a goddamn astronaut and she should know her place. I pass through the state border and I'm welcomed by a sign. I can hear my heart pounding in my temples, and justice will be mine. She's nowhere in the airport, then I recognize her car. I see no reason why I should be nervous. I've already come this far. I will not let them victimize me. At this point, nothing can surprise me. But I don't tell my parents, sing along. I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing, and I pull on my Depends, and I drive. It's time for a road trip. That wasn't like a stage thing, I just have too much hair at this point. So, of all the songs I've written about living people, I am most afraid of Lisa Nowak hearing Lisa Nowak. Brief epilogue, she's in jail now, and Bill Hooflin and the other lady got married. So I'm confident that if she does hear the song, she's not gonna, what's she gonna do about it? Well, and Mr. T hears the Mr. T song, I don't know, that'll be okay, I guess. So this is the other song that I have. I don't have many songs on this fancy ukulele yet, because it's so fancy I can't even touch it. But this song is my most recent. Our friend Dammit Liz put together a holiday show at the beginning of December, and the Doubleclicks put out this great holiday EP which you can buy on Bandcamp. I don't think they sold out of copies. That's how great it was. They have 3, so you can all fight over those. And so everyone was all excited, like, oh my god, new holiday material, this is going to be great. And I went, because I don't have any songs about Christmas. And so I put this together. This song is from the point of view of somebody named Molly, who plays ukulele, whose birthday is on Thanksgiving, which is fun, because my birthday is also on Thanksgiving. But this song is not from my point of view, because the person in this song is an asshole. I'm obviously the nicest person in the room. So this is as close as I could come to a Christmas song on short notice. Christmas is a holiday about charity and peace, and bringing families together for a rich and homemade feast. But Christmas, it has its issues that we wish we could do without. Are 3 months of Jingle Bell Rock really what Christmas is all about? But right here I have the answer, and I'll give it to you for free. It's secular and less commercial, and I know that you'll agree. It's like Christmas, but it's less dirty, without shopping, snow, or chimes. It's called Thanksgiving, you dummies, and it's been here this whole time. Now I know what you're saying, there's no way that it's that simple, nah. I'm close-minded, well shut up. Let me tell you. Thanksgiving is much better. It's a very special day, cause it feels a lot like Christmas, and I get presents anyway. There's no dead tree in your foyer, no riots at Best Buy. We just play our ukuleles, and the cake is not a lie. It's my favorite holiday, it's Let's Give Stuff to Molly Day. It's the day I fell from my mom's womb. There's not a snowflake in the sky, the lattes taste like pumpkin pie, and you are very welcome, come back soon. Jesus' birthday is so next month, let's live in the here and now. Thanksgiving is greater than Christmas anyhow. But she's a jerk. So for my next number, I'm going to need to enlist the help of the Doubleclicks, if we have the firepower to bring them up here. Yeah, I know, right? So this song I wrote as a birthday ode to my friend Adam, who has this giant beard that is, I think, greater in volume than his head. And just kind of, when you meet him, that's the only thing that occurs to you. Beard! You have a beard. And little, like, John Lennon glasses, but you can't write a song about those. So, I have tried. So this song, I want to say it's an anthem. Really, it's more of a product jingle. Like, if you're considering beard ownership, this song might push you over the edge. I've never had experience with beard ownership myself. And so I'm just kind of writing from what I guesstimated it is like to have beard on my face. Just do that. And so this song is called The Year of the Beard. And it's probably going to be in tune, you guys.
I think so.
That's really special.
You might be.
Molly, if you haven't already seen, has t-shirts and CDs.
T-shirts are a pain to travel with, you guys. If you could let me know a little bit, I would really appreciate it. Or you don't have to, that's fine.
Also, they do.
They do.
They know that.
You can't leave. The room is hermetically sealed until that IKEA bag is empty. You can't leave. That's terrible. You're terrible hosts. The Year of the Beard, everybody.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all on! Woo! Year of the Beard, everybody. Think of all the great beards that go back through history, like Lincoln, Marx, and Jesus, and Gandalf. A hairy, happy family on a fibrous family tree. The only rhyme with Gandalf was Van Gogh, also bearded. All we were saying is, give beards a chance. You know, I bet all hair wishes it could be in a beard. Am I right, ladies?
Oh yeah.
You know, pubic hair is nothing but a beard inside your pants. I just made it weird. Well, let's just sing about it. Beards, they're like an apron on your neck. Beards, they're like a scarf in every season. Beards, they're there to make sure that your collarbones get shade. A fuzzy fringe just for your chinge. It's the year of the beard. I hope you don't find it weird. I prefer my jawbones unsheared, but I myself cannot grow a beard just as I had feared. But some places are just engineered for beards, and you may find yourself endeared towards beards, so I recommend that you get nearer to beards and sincerely cheer for beards. It's the year of the beard! Beards, they're like a lion's mane on your face because they're beards. They're like a horcrux for your manhood. Beards, they're the bouncer for the party in your mouth. Though the hipsters make you cynical, be your beard short or downright rabbinical. You should show everyone you know it's the year of the